Okay guys, it is Carlton Flowers, the Crypto Pro, coming at you with an update on BTC. It is August 28th and it is a very important update as we have broken the descending flag formation that we talked about on the live broadcast the other night. This is what we were waiting for, so I wanted to get on here and explain to you what I am seeing and kind of reinforce some of the points that I'm making on my TradingView post. If you have not checked out my TradingView account, please go to the link that is in the description so you can read this, because it's an important update. And this is to get into further in-depthness. That's not a word. We're going further in depth from the TradingView post. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's check it out and see what's happening. Bringing on the drawing tool. Here we go. All right. So as we know, we have broken the base of the triangle. So let me kind of indicate on here. Here's that triangle base, this thing right here of the descending triangle. And with this poke right here, there's some interesting things that are going to be coming. Now, from the previous video, I was telling you guys that I thought we were going to get the breakout in this area because they never make it all the way to the end of the triangle. And what I said before was, if we made it to the end of the triangle, we would probably break to the upside and then head to the top of the parallel trading channel, test it, and then either come up or go down. Okay. And then I also said that if we did not make it to the end, the break was going to go down, especially if we violated the bottom edge of the triangle, which we have. So there we have it. And we have printed 1, 2, 3 4-hour candles below the line. That is enough confirmation to know that the bottom has dropped out on this micro level, not the macro. Here is what is interesting that I have indicated on the TradingView chart. We have the first, in this micro action, if we go way back here to August the 28th, we had this low. And then we had a higher low, and then we had another higher low, and they just kept getting higher, so everyone was getting all excited. We broke that trend, so that just went to the trash can. That was a movement that was just creating this great big triangle. You could actually start it from here. That's what it looks like on this flag that dates back to about August the 28th. So this is how we made that descending triangle formation. Some people were thinking that this was a bull flag. I don't know, guys. I think you were wrong. All of the prognosticators that are out there on YouTube that are calling for the moonshot and saying that this is where we just blast off. Oh boy, one thing that you know, when 90% of the people on YouTube are saying bullish breakout, you can do the opposite. All right, well, back to my point. This red arrow icon marks the breaking of these higher lows. Now this is just on the micro. If we go to the macro, if we scrunch in, let me turn off drawing real quick and scrunch in so we can see what's been happening in the overall parallel trading channel. This is just right here. So we had higher lows since this point right here, right? However, actually from here, when we hit the bottom of the parallel trading channel. So first we were all thinking that it was the end of the world because we had low, lower low, lower low, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere we had the first higher low, and then we had a lower higher low, if you can call it that, right here. So this is where everyone got all excited and thought that this was the moonshot, and it did not turn out to be that way. We're still within the parallel trading channel that I have indicated that not many people are using. So this channel, I'm sticking with this because it's still in play, and it's going to let us know if this is still a bearish trend. I think this parallel trading channel marks the bearish trend. Here's what we need to look for next. Now that we have confirmed a lower low from these 3 previous movements, these 2 previous lows from this low, the next one that we have to look out for is the one from the August 28th low. Now, there's a couple things going on here that I've got explained in a previous video. First of all, if we dip below this in our correction, we're definitely in a bearish trend, and we're going to continue to slide in this parallel trading channel. And then if we break this one, all bets are off. This is a major correction that's going to happen. So this point right here is somewhere around 9,130, I think. So if we take this one out, brace yourself. If we take this one out, you know, put on the full harness, because we're going to dive down pretty fast into the abyss. All right, now the other point that I'm wanting to make clear that I had indicated on the TradingView post is this. The red arrow is pointing in. Let's zoom back in real quick so we can make sense of this. It's pointing at a point that's not only at that lowest point here when we go 1, 2, 3 lower lows previous to the one that we are currently sitting on, but it is also a point that is below quadrant 1 of our circle. Let me explain. If we make us a nice little circle here, let's just draw a circle so we can show you how this works. This is my theory, and don't make trading decisions based on this. This is not financial advice. It's just my dumb theory, something that I picked up on that I notice happens a lot. Now, when we cut a circle into a 4-slice pie, like so, and then we name the quadrants. Let's give these quadrants some numbers. We're going to call this quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2, then 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are insignificant because unless we're trading backwards, we'll never get there. What I noticed is that when you are trading and coming upon a Fib Circle boundary within a quadrant 1 section, let's say our trading is doing something like this. When we get up to this line, we normally hit this line, and the breakout is like orthogonal, and I still haven't looked up how to say that right. It's been too long since college and my engineering career. It breaks out 90 degrees to the line of, what will we call it, that is parallel to the circle's edge. That's what orthogonal means, I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, it breaks out this way. Now, when we're in a quadrant 2 and we've got action that is farting around like this, and then we come up on a line like this, it usually breaks down. And so this red arrow marks the borderline between quadrant 1 and quadrant 2 of the big red 1.618. Now, to remind you, I'm sorry, the big blue. What am I saying? I'm losing it. Pardon me. I need to drink some coffee. One moment, please, while I have a coffee break. Okay, fantastic then. My Saul Rosenberg voice is coming out. The big blue 1.618 Fib Circle boundary that I have constructed has magical powers of gravitational attraction. Therefore, we respect it. Now, the light blue, smaller 4.618 line, which is here, okay? Let me get the drawing tool so I am certain that you see it. Here it is right here. This line, I don't want the highlighter, but anyway, you get the point. This one here is the 4.618 light blue, and our breakout happened just past that line. It is so close to being dead on that line. This is a definite pivot point, and the light blue Fib Circle set has given us many magical moments that we can see right here on our chart. Here's one right here. Look at this point that we broke out of. Okay, so anyway, this line is to be respected. If I tweak the beginning and end point down on the 1 hour, this is probably going to be right on the line. But because it's a little sloppy and I made it on the 4 hour, it's not direct, but I don't need to do that. And that's besides the point. We know that it has had some magical powers from the past. We also know that the big blue 1.618 is to be respected. Here's what can happen. Let me tell you what can happen. We can continue to do something like this. You know, it could come up, but the minute that we hit this line, we're at a decision point. If it's up here, it could break out to the up. I don't know. It could hit the top of this parallel trading channel and continue down. However, like I said before, if this action, if we continue to dip here and then we start to say come up after that point and doing something like this, if we hit this line, if we hit the big 1.618 that is below this magical level of 9,400, which puts us into quadrant 2, then the correction is going to continue and we're going to see something like this. There's going to be another big red candle. Now let's clear drawing and zoom out because I need to look to see where the bottom of that parallel trading channel is so I can let you know where it could go. All right, here we are. So let's get back into drawing and get a nice ugly red arrow here. If we hit this point and we go down, we're below this somewhere here, then that's where we can look to start to head down to the bottom of the parallel trading channel. What could happen is we could hit a low point that matches number 1 and number 2, okay? In fact, let's put some numbers on here. We like numbers. So here's 1, here's 2, 3 is going to be down here. And notice, just notice where number 3 could possibly come in. It could be somewhere down here in this range of, I don't want a number there, I want an arrow. It's going to be down here somewhere around 7,200. There's been a lot of people talking 7,200. So if we extend the parallel trading channel like so, okay, the parallel trading channel might cut in right at 72. You just never know. And so when this correction happens, we could do something like this. We could end up hitting that 72. If we get that far and we hit 7,200, then we'll start fresh and we're going to make some new Fib Circle sets. And we're going to get rid of the light blue. It will have done its service. This is the last line. The light blue is done. So we can go ahead and delete that because it told us what was going to happen today. And then we're going to do another Fib Circle set and we'll fool around with maybe some of these low points, maybe here to here or here to here. I don't know. It could be this top down to the bottom of the big red candle, but we're going to have to find another micro level magical Fib Circle boundary set that will give us directions on what's going to happen when we hit around this 7,200, if that does happen. So I am going to stick to my guns and say that we're definitely in a bearish trend. That this is it right here. There's no moonshotting going on just yet. We have to complete the life cycle of this bearish movement, and after that I think we're going to start a rally that you're never going to forget. The next bull market is probably going to be in the 100,000 range. People who were saying 50,000 and 20,000 or whatever, that's yesterday's news. We already did 19,000 in 2017, and we know that it's going to be at least a 5x to a 10x from that last point. So when we hit the true bull market, we're going to probably see 100 to 150,000 as the all-time high. Anything that happens before then, I'm not impressed. I don't believe it. So that is all we have for this Crypto Pro Report, August 28th, 2019. I want you to like and subscribe, please. Place your comments below. I love to talk, okay? Saul Rosenberg loves to talk. Okay, so post your comments. Check out my TradingView account. The link will be in the description. And we'll get back here and make another video pretty soon, maybe this weekend, and follow up on the breaking of this descending triangle flag. That's all we have. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you soon.